You're on a budget. You want a new game to play, but you don't want to have to break the bank. Surprisingly enough, there are actually a lot of Switch games that are cheap in price, but rich in quality. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. It's Dusty, one half of Outradiant Gaming, and today we're going to cover just that. What are the best budget games for the Nintendo Switch? And in this video, we're going to tackle them from cheapest to most expensive, and even at that, the most expensive game on this list is $30. Coming in at $0 or at the free price point is Sky Children of Light. Sky Children of Light is an open-world social indie adventure game developed by that game company. If you don't recognize that name, they actually co-developed Journey, which won Game of the Year in 2012. Sky actually started as a mobile game, but then was later transferred to the Nintendo Switch. What's super cool about this game too is that there is an online aspect. And a lot of fans love this game because they say it's actually a peaceful escape from reality. And you can enjoy this peaceful escape from reality for literally free. Next on the list is Rocket League, coming in at $0 or free also. Rocket League is a super awesome game and was recently just made free to play. It is a competitive game that, in short, combines soccer with cars. It requires teamwork and skill, all the while maintaining easy to understand controls. Before I played this game for the first time, I was literally like, I'm not going to like soccer with cars. I don't know anything about soccer. But alas, I absolutely love this game. You can't beat the free price on this game either, and if you're wanting to break out the competitive side, definitely download Rocket League and play it. Next on the list is Among Us, coming in at $5 on the Nintendo Switch. And I know what you're thinking, isn't Among Us dead? It is, but there are actually still a lot of people out there that love Among Us. And if you get some of your friends together, you can play Among Us and have a great time. Of course, this does involve you having to get your friends together to play with you, but at that $5 price point, that's really hard to beat. Among Us is a social deception game that can be played with a group of between 4 and 10 players, either online by joining a game with strangers, or you can host one with your friends. And at the end of the day, if you really don't get Among Us on your Nintendo Switch, that'd be pretty sus. Next on the list, coming in at $15, is Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a great game. This isn't just some random game I'm throwing on this list. People love Hollow Knight. This game has been tried and true for a long time. Hollow Knight is a challenging 2D action adventure game that also has a compelling story. The art style is beautiful, the music is awesome, and for how much you get out of this game, the $15 price point is a steal. Just keep in mind that this game is actually really hard. Next on the list, coming in also at the $15 price point, is Stardew Valley. And every time I think about Stardew Valley, I literally can't wrap my mind around how literally one man, Eric Barone, also known as Concerned Ape, actually made this game himself. Like literally the entire game. Stardew Valley is a farming life simulator where you inherit your grandfather's farm and set out to create your new life. And when I say this is one of my favorite games, that isn't even a lie. What's great about this game too is that it supports co-op. My wife and I actually have a farm on Stardew Valley that we have invested a sizable portion of time into. The game is massive and it is a great stress-free escape to say the very least. The $15 price point for this game is 100% worth it. If you don't already own this game on multiple consoles or your PC, literally consider picking this game up on your Nintendo Switch. You will not be disappointed. And then coming in at the $15 price point again is Cozy Grove, keeping things light and peaceful still. Cozy Grove is a life sim game where you camp on a haunted, ever-changing island. It's not scary though. Work by crafting and spending a lot of time to bring color and joy back to Cozy Grove. This game is actually synced off of a real-world time, just like Animal Crossing. There's also a 40+ hour campaign as well. It's actually designed to span months of playtime. And I think that's what makes this game, being a $15 price point, so great. Any game you can sink time into for months especially when it comes in at $15, is well worth it in my opinion. Next on the list is Worms Rumble, also coming in at that $15 price point. Everybody loves Worms. Worms Rumble, however, is a Worms game like no other. The game has intense real-time arena-based 32-player cross-platform combat. There are also returning fan-favorite weapons and even player customization. You can grab some friends and hop onto Worms Rumble and literally have an awesome time. Especially if you're one of those people who have a Nintendo Switch but none of your friends own a Nintendo Switch, that cross-platform play online really makes this game worth it. And then the next game, or should I say games, on the list come in at the $15 to $30 price point, and that is none other than Lego games. I'm not even joking whenever I say Lego games are some of my favorite games of all time. Some of my greatest memories from my wife and I's dating years are from us playing Lego games. Of course, the newer Lego games don't fall into the budget-friendly category, as a lot of them go upwards of $50 to $60, but you can find a lot of the older games for that cheaper price point of $15 to $30. Games like the Lego Harry Potter collection, Lego Marvel Superheroes, and Lego Jurassic World usually run around $20. These are great games to play and experience series you already love, just in a different light. It also gives you an excuse to dive more into the series that you already love without having to reread the books or rewatch the movies 100 times. It's also a great game to play with your spouse, like I mentioned before, and to play with your kids and even some friends, as these games have awesome couch co-op aspects. Definitely be sure to keep your eye out for these Lego games on the Nintendo Switch, as you can usually find really good deals on especially the older Lego games. And then coming up next on our list are Final Fantasy games, specifically the older Final Fantasy games, and they come in at $16 to $21. Final Fantasy is my wife's all-time favorite series, and she actually got me hooked on them as well. A lot of these older Final Fantasy games that are super loved by fans actually have been ported to the Nintendo Switch. If you're new to the series, it's a great way to go back and experience a lot of these older games that us Final Fantasy fans know and love. Final Fantasy VII, the original, not the remake, actually comes in at $16. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered comes in at around $20, and Final Fantasy IX comes in at $21. These are super great prices for super amazing games. Final Fantasy games literally are the best RPG games I've ever played. The stories are phenomenal, and if you are a story-driven gamer like I am, these games are for you. When you pick these up, I have no doubt you will be sucked into their stories. So buckle your seatbelt and be ready to dive into an awesome storyline and to join all of us Final Fantasy fans telling everyone how great these games actually are. And then next on our list is a $20 game, and that is Celeste. Now, Celeste is a game that is beloved by a lot of people. It's another one of those games like Hollow Knight that has been tried and true. Celeste is a super tight, handcrafted platformer that is brought from the same creators as Towerfall. This game is a narrative-driven, single-player adventure where you have to help Madeline journey to the top of Celeste Mountain. This game has had so much praise, and odds are you've actually heard a lot of people talk about how good this game actually is. And for that $20 price point, you really can't beat a game that has had such high praise as this one. The next game on our list actually takes a little different turn, but it does also come in at the $20 price point, and that is the Untitled Goose Game. The Untitled Goose Game, and that's literally its name, is a different spin on a video game than you're probably used to. If you're looking for a game to make you laugh or just something different to play, you found it. Untitled Goose Game is a slapstick stealth sandbox where you're literally a goose. You can set up pranks, steal hats, ruin everyone's day, and of course honk a lot. This is definitely not your average game, but it literally has gotten so much love ever since it was released. I definitely 100% would say that $20 is well worth being a goose and wreaking havoc. Next on our list sticks with that $20 price point, and that is Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft Dungeons is an action-adventure game set in the Minecraft universe. And everyone loves Minecraft, right? What's cool about Minecraft Dungeons is you can team up with up to 4 players and battle together to make your way through levels. The game actually looks great as well, and yeah, even though it is blocked, it looks phenomenal. They did such a great job with the graphics. And like I said, the game has a $20 price point, and for this game, that's a really cheap price in my opinion. A super good game that a lot of fans love, especially if you're into Minecraft. And sticking with that $20 price point, the next game on our list is Kirby Fighters 2. If you're a Nintendo fan and you don't think Kirby is awesome, can you really call yourself a Nintendo fan? Kirby Fighters 2 allows you, of course, to fight other Kirbys. This is literally basically Super Smash Bros., but with only Kirby characters. The game actually looks just like Super Smash Bros. In my opinion. With a game that looks as good as Kirby Fighters 2 and then coming in at the $20 price point when Super Smash Bros. Comes in at the $60 price point, this game is definitely for you if you're looking for a fighter game, but you really don't want to spend that $60 on Super Smash Bros. And then going up just $10 to the $30 price point, Yonder the Cloudcatcher Chronicles is literally a beautiful and charming game to say the very least. There's actually no combat at all in this game, and it's an open world game that puts a lot of players, and myself included, in mind of Breath of the Wild. In Yonder, you are the hero of Gamea, and you can seek out the hidden and whimsical creatures known as sprites. You will use their power to clear the murk, which has taken hold of the land, and restore nature's beauty. This is a game that is easy to get lost in, and a lot of fans actually appreciate that there is no combat, but instead just peaceful exploration and restoration of the land. This definitely creates for a super wholesome and rewarding game, and most fans would agree that the $30 price point is not too steep. Also coming in at $30 on this list, and not to be confused with Minecraft Dungeons, is Minecraft for the Nintendo Switch. Minecraft has been out for a long time, and chances are you've already played it somewhere somehow. It's a massive sandbox game where you adventure and, of course, place and destroy blocks and mine and craft. And you can build awesome stuff and even do survival mode where you have to, of course, survive. And then, of course, stepping in at $30, Minecraft is an awesome game to pick up for your Switch collection. Especially if you have kids that love Minecraft and they can take the Switch on the go with them and play Minecraft as they go. In addition to the games that we already have out that are budget friendly for the Nintendo Switch, here are a few games you can be looking forward to that are also budget friendly that will be coming out in the future months and years. The first one on that list is Haunted Chocolatier, and it's not 100% confirmed for the Nintendo Switch, but I'm 99% sure that it will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. This game is developed by none other than Eric Barone, the creator of Stardew Valley. And you guys know how much my wife and I love Stardew Valley and how hyped we are for this game since Eric Barone is making it. To say we're stoked for this game would be a massive understatement. The trailer literally looks so good. And knowing how good Stardew Valley already is, I can only imagine how good Eric Barone is going to make Haunted Chocolatier. Eric Barone actually says he's not even sure how to describe this game, but if you watch the trailer, you can see kind of what the gameplay looks like, and whatever it is, it looks amazing. All we know is that it involves super cute ghosts and obviously chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate. There is unfortunately no release date for this game, but there is a reason for that, and it's because Eric Barone wants to make this game perfect in his eyes, and we know he is a perfectionist and likes making these games super good for us to play. And like I said, it's not 100% confirmed that it is on the Nintendo Switch, but since Stardew Valley was ported to the Switch, we can pretty much almost guarantee that Haunted Chocolatier will also be on the Nintendo Switch. The next game coming to the Nintendo Switch in the future actually does have a release date, and that is Christmas of 2022, and that is Sea of Stars. There's actually no price yet, but we can assume it'll be a little cheaper since it is an indie game. The game literally looks amazing. And you guys know that we're Final Fantasy fans, so we are definitely on board with this game. It has heavy inspiration from Chrono Trigger, and Sea of Stars looks like an RPG that the Switch has needed for a long time. It has turn-based combat, and I'm assuming that the storyline will be amazing. And like I said, there's no price point out yet, but I assume it'll be a little cheaper, and it's something that we can be saving for because I'm mega hyped for this game. And then the last game that we can be excited for is Little Witch in the Woods. And this is a game my wife has been super stoked about for a long time. It's also not confirmed on the Nintendo Switch, but it does seem super likely that it will be on there. And even though it doesn't have an official Switch release confirmed, we can definitely hope, right? And it definitely does seem likely that it will. It's a pixel art fantasy RPG where you play as Ellie, an apprentice witch, and you will get to explore the mythical forest, help the charming residents, and experience the daily life of Ellie. And this is a game we can definitely look forward to, and a game that I think will be super good, and I really hope it comes to the Switch as it does seem super likely. That's all I have for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button. Also, comment below which was your favorite game that we talked about and which game you definitely are thinking about picking up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button as I do cover a lot of Nintendo content, and turn the bells on so you don't miss a video. My wife and I do stream over on Twitch. If you're wanting to check that out, the link will be in the description. Hop over there, chat with us, and we'll have an awesome time. This is Dusty, one half of Our Radiant Gaming, signing off. Everyone have an awesome day, and God bless.